audience who are, we're proud of you, because you know what you are? Strong Manchester women! Give yourselves a cheer, well done. Up next, an incredible poet, amazing, amazing entertainer. Please welcome Jackie Hagan!
How are we all doing? Freezing? Give me a cheer if you're freezing. Well done for coming out on this freezing day. You're all wonderful. I just had someone run backstage and say to me, make sure that you're positive about the LGBTQ community, and I'm queer, so I will be, you know what I mean? Should be obvious really, shouldn't it? But yeah, so big up to the trans women in the audience. Woo! Big up to any NB people in the audience. Up the non-binaries, nice one. So you might notice, I need somewhere to put this paper. You might notice that where many of you have got a tube of meat, I've got a glorified stick. Hang on, for the cheap seats, I'll put it in the audience. Woo! There you go. Come on, that was a bit of free physio, thanks very much. And that was because I had my leg off a few years ago, and when I left the hospital they gave me a list of things to avoid, and one of them was falling over. And 3 things start happening when you have your leg off, right? First of all taxi drivers tell me that I could be a Paralympian. I mate, and you could be an Olympian, couldn't you? Second is that you get called brave. Oh, brave, it's all that R, the R factor. Isn't she brave? Just for anything, just for like eating a Twix, you know? And I get it, you know, it's like, it's quite offensive in disabilities community, but I quite like compliments. So I think my position on the matter is, how dare you call me brave, but thanks for noticing, I am rather, aren't I? So, is there any kids in the audience? There's a kid there. What should we do about the kids and the fact that I'm not child friendly? Let's play this game, let's play this. Just the kids, not the adults. Who's his name? Simon says, run around like a little maniac. Good. Simon says, put your hands in the air. Woo! Simon says, put your hands on your ears and keep them there for the next 20 minutes. Yeah, fine. And the third thing that happens is that everyone asks if it hurts to have your leg cut off. So I use all my powers of, you know, poetry and metaphor to sum up the pain, and it's this. You know when you stub your toe? Well, piss off. It's normally worse than that. There's worse words I could be saying to your child. What a terrible thing to say. I'm a terrible person, don't copy me. Anyone under 18, don't do anything I do or your leg will fall off. Right. So, I've written some new things for you. Is that okay? Not asked, are you? You don't know, you never seen me before, you don't know what's new and what's not. We have, oh yeah. Okay, well this is a bit new. This is called 57 types of, ooh, are we alright with dickheads? Yeah. There's 1 or 2 people with a cob on. Okay. It's about parenting. The fight for sexual equality is not between men and women, it's between people and dickheads. Big up any men in the audience, by the way. There are 57 varieties of dickhead. There's the Leighton Bellends, the taxi drivers, every single supervisor I've had in Lidl. Lads in pubs and lads in bars and lads who think I wear no bra to please them rather than to please my own tits. There's rapists and the CEOs, celebrities we need to expose. There's priests, there's Trump, there's Jimmy Carr. And there's each and every one of us, all stars, with skills we undervalue. Some of us can't march, or spell, or be assertive, leave the house, or be subversive. But we can do stuff. And seeing as this is my bossy poem, a serious note on parenting, You know the way now there's like raw food and eating cleanly and ethical glitter? Well, just this. Well done. Well done. Whatever way you've made it through, well done. I spent a lot of time on psych units, and you can hear a heartbeat in there. Breaks your heart. Sounds like this. My love, my child, my baby, my love. How did I fail you? Too much pressure. Rachel. She was too young for that place. Adidas, tight hairdo, swaggers when she walks, needs a mum. Rachel's got 2 kids, a lad, Jamie, 4, and a little girl, Freya, only 6 months. Kiss curl lips, tiny hands, her head smells like potential and talc. Had them kids took off her, because you can't keep it together, because she's angry. Of course she's angry. Lisa can't talk about it. Wendy had no choice. My love, my child, my baby, my love, how did I fail you? We force a polka-dotted plastic sense of parenthood. You can't keep up with it. They say, don't they, that Beyonce has got the same amount of hours in the day as you. Well, Beyonce hasn't got IBS and the council sniffing up her arse about the size of a spare room, has she? Beyonce hasn't got credit card bills and a neighbour who plays hip-hop at 4 AM. Beyonce isn't so depressed she's living off free Bentos pies and drum tobacco and hasn't just had a universal credit changed without warning. My mum said that since I was born she's never stopped feeling guilty. Parenting makes parents crazy. But at least we've started to open up about it. So let's keep the conversation open and stop thinking we've got to be Wonder Women and in the least patronising way. Well done. Thanks. Sorry for littering. Right, so so I mentioned in that poem that I spent a lot of time in psychiatric wards. Fuck me, it's cold. And I, in my 20s, that was because I was just in as a patient, you know what I mean? And actually, the last time I was there, it was, in fact, that seminal moment in British history, that summer, when Jedward came into our lives, yeah. And they were everywhere, like they're on magazines and on the telly. And I thought that Jedward was a symptom of my psychosis. I thought I'd made that shit up, you know. But they don't make tablets to make Jedwards go away, do they? And nowadays I'm there working there, doing a bit of the old art, you know. Prisons, Rampton, places like that. So this poem is, this is set in a psychiatric ward. It's all women stuff, it's all hit you, you know, hit you when you're in there. Anyway, this is called February. The numbers in psych wards are highest in February because everyone's so fucking cold, probably. In here, everything's broken. The activity cupboard's broken. The kettle's broken. This felt tip is fucked. And I don't know what these are for. Anyway, just keep hitting your head against the wall. We know that works. Come on in. It's great. The view from the day room of men pacing and holding it in until they don't. And women in crazy women coats with no hope and sick from trying, and we smoke a lot. And every day at 9 and 12 and 5 for meals we have food. And we smoke a lot. Come on in. You're just in time. Barrel's kicking off and screaming all that stuff we all already know from the last time she kicked off. With more arms and legs and tears and the nurse's face and blood, and later she'll come sedated into the day room, tail tucked and shamed that we all know what we all know. What we all know anyway. Come on in. It's great. It's like an Enid Blyton boarding school, but all the girls are grown up. And instead of matron, we've got Elaine, the nurse, who's overworked and going grey too early from empathy and no time to care. And Lucy, the young nurse, I know it's just dawning that this system, it doesn't work. But once a week we've got ward rounds and it's all straighteners and bobbles. And Beth thinks she might have a chance to go home. And Erica's dying to see her kids. And we wait. And wait. And wait. Until the Lord, our Saviour, the psychiatrist, is ready to look at us in his peripheral vision with his surprising lack of interpersonal skills, considering he's chosen to work with people and psyches. You see, some psychiatrists need to learn one sentence. When someone tells you something horrific that's happened to them, which they will because you ask them again and again, just say this: I'm really sorry that happened to you. Thank you. Isn't it? It's like never have any me time. Oh, I'm terrible having me time. I hate myself. Shut up. Like, just have it. Just do it. I know it's hard, really. And, like, applaud yourself on every tiny act. You know, like doing the washing up, or coming to this in the freezing cold, or, you know, listening to friggin' Let It Go for, like, the 209th time. Like, just, like, everything you do. And let's get on board with, like, you know, just self-acceptance. Like, I don't mean, you know, oh, loving your flaws and loving your cellulite or whatever it's called. It's just about not giving a shit about that, because loads of stuff is, like, way more important, isn't it? So, like, I know I keep going way up, everyone, but, like, I'm going to do a big list now, so cope. So yeah, okay, so way up the working class women are here. Bisexuals, woo! Hindus, the men, the Sikhs, the wimp, the people, anyone who works in a shop. It's an acronym, isn't it? Yeah. People of colour. The aunties who aren't really aunties. Daughters. People with invisible disabilities. Anyone who works in a laundrette. The femmes, the butchers, the non-binaries, the disabled women, the disabled men, the Muslims, the trans women, anyone who misses their own mum. Yeah, my voice has gone on that. And anyone who doesn't have a voice, right? But we don't have to be awesome, we don't have to be amazing, we just exist and that's enough, right? Yeah. Is there someone saying come on because of time? Oh, time has gone. Time. Hurry up and go away. Don't just say it with words. I'm getting all this. Go away, Jackie. Is that what you mean? All right. Nice one. Well done for coming out. I hope you'll have a nice